The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Altoona Curve and the Akron Rubberducks. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jay Lee, a Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, his last outing, he pitched in the 7th inning. Felt good. It looked like it from our vantage point. It looked like he threw the ball well, but he just wasn't able to complete it. Ended up getting the loss. If he throws the ball similar in this game, the way he did last outing, I think he walks away with a chance to win.
At the plate, Fernando de la Cruz. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in. There for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats. Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled them off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
Batting second.
Stepping in, Fletcher Hammond. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. First pitch on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And low, it's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Grounded foul. Nobody out, runner on first. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like he did right here. Nice job.
B.J. Draper.
Into the box, B.J. Draper, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. 0-1, here it comes. A little tapper. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Well, I think the key here is get runners on early and score as often as you can. Get that pitcher into stretch. Force the action. Steal a base, hit and run. Force the defense to have to handle the ball. I don't care how good a defensive team you are, but when you continue having pressure on you, it just forces you to have
A really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Now at the plate, Max Muncy. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. From the belt, kicks and deals. Look out, 2-0 now.
Yeah, when you're almost hitting guys, that's a sign that you're a little bit too jumpy out there to start the game. So that's a good move by the guy behind the plate to just come out and talk to him and encourage him and settle him down a little bit.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Hey, that's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And now a sinker is in tight and low as well. It's ball 4.
Batting sixth. Third
digging in, William Downs. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Matt, this is how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jump on them early. You get 1 run in, and now you have 2 other runners on base. You come up with a big hit here, you can really make a big dent right here in this game in the first inning.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Curve lead it 1-0. Enrique Alvarado gets the call for game 1 of the series. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, his last outing, he did his job. I mean, he didn't give up a run. He did a nice job, gave his team an opportunity, and he picked up the win. So he is throwing the ball as good as he can right now.
Now at the plate, Mark Kirecki. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Akron. Second baseman, Mark Kirecki.
Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. HR, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Matt, they're coming off a homestand where they only won 3 games at home. They did not play very well. But the other part of it is this is game 1 of the road trip. you hope to have some positive things. Maybe turn it up another notch and be able to compete at a level that you weren't doing at home. Get away from all the negativity and turn it on here on the road.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Well, he went for the big swing and ends up getting a swinging bunt. You couldn't have rolled the ball any better. Starts off the inning. Here we go. We're off and flying. A leadoff single.
Digging in the switch hitter, Frank Saito. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch out. Nothing doing. A runner at first with no outs here. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and/or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And that's in there. 3-1.
That's a good fastball down the zone. Now, some hitters are good low ball hitters, but that's exactly where you want to be.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out. Coming to the plate now, John Pitts, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit. Even though it's a tough situation, you know you're going to have to use all your pitches to pitch out of it.
Chopped at the plate, but it gets foul. None out, runners at first and second. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get it to a worse.
Oh, meanwhile, how about that for a play? Laying out to take away a hit. Wow. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Coming to the plate now, Sir Dudenstein Brixey, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Hammonds has it in his tracks. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will come in to score from third as that'll knock things up at 1 apiece.
A great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Into the box now, Connor Pitts. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. From the stretch. Curveball that time, not even close. A runner on first with 2 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Seems like he's really having a tough time finding that rhythm right here in the first inning. He walked a guy, now he's falling behind this hitter. He better figure it out quick.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-1 count to this guy. You don't want to challenge him right here. Don't give him anything to hit. No, no, no. Keep it on the corner.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Batting 6, left fielder.
At the plate, Julio Carbajal. The average in the early season, not pretty for him, hovering in the 220s. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
0-1 pitch on its way. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. From the stretch. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see,
there's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that is off the wall. In to score the runner from second.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Into the box now, Justin Milano. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Up to an even 30 pitches here in the first inning. Line drive to center field. Hammonds is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Rubberducks lead this one 2-1. So stepping in, Stefan Laker, and he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. Acho goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Laker is retired, and there's 1 away.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively, courtesy of Majestic. We're looking at one of the best defensive teams in the league. They're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. Not many balls get through here. You're going to have to earn it if you want to beat these guys.
First pitch of the at-bat. Jimmy Mundy comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Here it comes on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And this is sliced foul into the stands and right, out of play. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Pretty sure there wasn't any ill will behind that pitch, considering he has 2 strikes on him. Just got away from him from what I could tell.
And that's low, ball 4.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Striding into the box, Willie Rosales. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Here comes the 1-0. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Squared that one up just a little late. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Fernando de la Cruz will stand in for the 2nd time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Hit out towards second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Rubberducks lead it 2-1. Into the box now, Bobby Thatcher. He'll start us out here in the home half of the 2nd.
The shortstop, Bobby Thatcher.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
And another foul ball.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Another one sent foul. Again, a 1-2. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses, 2-2.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
Swing and a liner. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up defensively, courtesy of Majestic. And today's starter, this is going to be fun for the defense. He's got a low ERA, but he also has a low strikeout rate. What's that mean? There's going to be action. They're going to hit a lot of balls. It's going to be in play, so you got to be ready. As a defender, you love this type of guy to play behind.
Wes Acho comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 1-2. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The batter, number 5, second
Striding
baseman,
in once again, Mark Kurecki. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Strike two called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
I don't know what was going on with him in the first inning. He had a bad first inning. This looks like a totally different pitcher here in the second. Really starting to see.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Ready for another chance. Fletcher Hammonds. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Fletcher Hammonds.
Grounded softly to the right. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, catcher B.J. Draper.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, B.J. Draper. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
And And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators.
This has turned into quite an at-bat. That's 5 foul balls. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Haney. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement. It is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Digging in to try it again, Frank Saito. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Frank Saito.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Pitch on the way. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Third baseman, number 1, John Pitts.
Stepping in, John Pitts. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game. And the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first 2 pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
Hammonds on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
So striding in, Sir Dudenstein Brixey. He hit a sac fly earlier. Low for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hard on the ground toward short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, a little 2-out single. Now, you may not think it's much, but he's already given up a couple runs this game, so maybe this is the start of something big.
Pitts.
Standing in now, Connor Pitts, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hammonds giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy.
Altoona,
he'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Muncy.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Here's the 0-2. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. A payoff pitch one more time. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Into the box, William Downs. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Kirecki moving to his right. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Stefan.
Now at the plate, Stefan Laker comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Swing and a liner. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Julio Carbajal.
Leading off for the Rubberducks, left fielder, Julio Carbajal.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
2-0 count and the pitch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Oh, he couldn't have thrown that any better. Fastball inside, jams him, and he gets a nice bloop single to reward him. Wow.
Stepping up now, Justin Milano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swinging a soft liner. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Man, this is the stuff they teach you when you're a kid. You've got to call it. Looked like there was some miscommunication out there, and nobody made the play. That's a gift to the other team.
In now, Bobby Thatcher, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Tapper up the line, but that one rolls foul. Down the third baseline. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line. And the run will come in to score from second as now it's a 3-1 ball game.
That ball was hanging right there just saying hit me. The only problem he had was to make sure he kept it fair, and he did so.
Carlos
attention, please.
Torres answers
Now
the
pitching
call
for
from the pen
Altoona,
here in the fourth as
number
they
31,
didn't get the outing they were
Carlos
hoping for from their
Torres.
starter. Stepping in now, Wes Acho, as he'll take a look at ball one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 delivery. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play. Now another 1-2. Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, make it 5-1.
Wow, he's got to be frustrated with that pitch. Did a nice job of getting ahead of the hitter. Wanted to go to changeup to put him away, and just hung it up there a little bit too long.
Into the box, Mark Kirecki, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Another hit, another multi-hit game. He has been on some kind of hot streak. They better start paying attention to him.
Ready once again, Frank Saito. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue in this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
0-1 pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Out of play.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Set to deal on 2-2. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. And that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Oh, he hits a little dying quail behind the infielder. I tell you what, he couldn't have thrown that ball any better. Talk about placement. That was perfect.
Into the box now, John Pitts, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Ready on 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that's a much needed first out there. Ready for another shot now. Sir Dudenstein Brixey.
Sir Dudenstein Brixey.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
There's 2 pitches in a row, Matt, that were away. If this is any indication how he's going to pitch him the rest of that bat, he's saying you're going to beat me the other way. Nothing inside for him to pull. If you want to hit it, take it the other way.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Set to deliver on 2-1. This ball sliced the opposite way, but it'll get into the seats deep in left and foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 3 runs already home here. Oh, and he goes with the slider here and rides it out to deep left field. Did he get enough of it? He did. Over the wall, home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Fourth home run here in the early going as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Matt, that's why you pay to watch him play. It seems like he does something every game, whether it's a great catch, a great throw, a pretty swing. And here we catch a grand slam. That's why he's one of the best in the game.
The right fielder, number 6.
Standing in now,
Pitts.
Connor Pitts, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Here's another 1-2. Just hung in there on that one.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
He'll try again. 1-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Again, a 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
That is the 6th in this at bat. Now, to those who like to see a lot of pitches, he's doing it for you.
Lays off. 2-2 now. They've locked horns. Here's the next offering. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Julio Carvajal. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Sent on the ground out to second. De La Cruz loves it, and it's in time at first, and hallelujah, the side is retired. The final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. We played 4 full. The Rubberducks lead this one 9-1. Digging in, Jimmy Lundy. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Well, that'll get your head shaking at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Swinging the ball line softly down the line in left, but this will be a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just 1 lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Into the windup and the pitch. Willie Rosales is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Matt, I don't know if you know this, but less than 60% of his first pitches have been for a strike. And he's still having a good game. I don't know what he's doing. They just haven't been able to figure him out.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
In now, Fernando De La Cruz. as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. That's wide, 2-0. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And that's going to land foul. Here's the 2-2. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Fletcher Hammonds is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So digging in now, Justin Milano, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Center fielder Justin Milano.